The battle for I-79 is upon us. 1 o'clock today, Pittsburgh Steelers, Buffalo Bills. For the preview, we'll use the gambling apps and the bets as our guide per usual. But before we get into that, we do have some injury news from both teams over these last couple days. For the Steelers, the good news is most of the players that popped up on the injury report throughout the week will be playing. Cam Sutton, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Mason Cole, Deontay Johnson, Levi Wallace, Cam Hayward, and Chris Wormley will all be good to go. The bad news is the two players that will be out is starting safety Terrell Edmunds and also our number one cornerback, Ahkello Witherspoon. Witherspoon is no surprise. He's been dealing with the hamstring over these last couple weeks, but Terrell Edmunds, it was 50-50 because he was in concussion protocol. He got upgraded to questionable just a few days ago, but then downgraded officially, I believe it was either Friday or Saturday, to being out. On the Bills injury side, so far it's actually been fortunate news for the Steelers. All-pro safety Jordan Poyer has been rolled out along with the Bills starting tight end Dawson Knox. Both were thought to be good to go considering they were on the Bills injury report last week and then they ended up playing against the Ravens. But here we are. Won't be out there for week 5. Additional guys for Buffalo that are officially rolled out: cornerback Christian Benford, wide receiver Jamison Crowder, wide receiver Jake Kumaro. You also have defensive tackle Ed Oliver and Jordan Phillips, linebacker Tremaine Edmonds, and wide receiver Isaiah McKenzie being listed as questionable. So we'll find out more about them closer we get to kickoff. But that's all on top of already their other Pro Bowl starting safety, Micah Hyde, being listed as out for the year. And also their All-Pro cornerback, Tre'Davious White, is still on the PUP list as he recovers from his ACL tear from last year. So where does that leave us for this game? Well, before we get into the preview, let's go over some of our picks from last week. So we had Mitch Trubisky with a touchdown at plus 135 on the odds. That was a no. Mitch with under half an interception. So basically, I predicted that Mitch wasn't going to throw a pick. No, that wasn't necessarily all Mitch's fault. Deontay, I think, could have had that. Although it was tipped at the line of scrimmage, I think. Zach Wilson, under 0.5 touchdowns. So that's basically me saying that I didn't think Zach Wilson was going to throw a touchdown. Nope, missed on that. Zach Wilson throwing a pick. I did say yes, but I didn't like those odds at minus 230 and wavered on that one, but that hit. So that's another miss by me. So that's 0-4 again. I think that's 0-4 of my last 8 picks. But I had some redemption. George Pickens, he hit the over on his yards. I think it was 32.5, but he ended up getting 100. And then Muth also hit the over on his receiving yards. The over-under was 36.5. He definitely hit the over as well. I had Steelers minus 3. Nope. Also had that 2-leg parlay wherever you adjust the odds a little bit on the over-under and also the line, where the Steelers were at plus 3, and then the over-under I adjusted up to 47.5. And I picked the under on that. So the under was good, but the Steelers lost by 4. So the plus 3 didn't matter on that. And my can't miss parlay actually missed a lot. Mitch had under the passing yards. Deontay was under the receiving yards. And the Steelers money line, well, they lost the game. So right now with my picks on this season, I think I only have a few hits. So take my advice however you want to take it. But just like it is on the actual football field, it's any given Sunday. It's the same way with my picks. Any day, any moment, any week, things can turn around. All you got to do is put yourself out there and give yourself that opportunity. Because don't forget what Michael Scott said. You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. So I'm out here. I'm ready to take some shots. First one, I saw enough from Pickett's debut against the Jets. With him being quarterback 1, this team, this offense, is ready to roll, and it's going to be business going forward. So I locked this one in as early as Sunday night from last week. Steelers money line, 100 bones. I got the odds at plus 570. So if Steelers win, I'm going to be getting $570 in profit. What's funny, though, is since I put that bet in, the odds have actually got more value as the week has gone on because last I checked, the Steelers were up to plus 610 on the money line. But also the spread hasn't even moved since the whole Dawson Knox and Jordan Poyer injury news came out. It was Steelers plus 14 still last time that I checked. So that's weird and interesting. I wonder what's going on there. My guess is just Vegas is sleeping. So what the Steelers got to do to win this game? Sling the rock with Pickett. be fearless, take chances, go out there and win this game, play to win this game. And I think that is what the offense is going to go out there to do because Pickett's built like that. Also, continue to keep Najee involved and rolling and then maybe throw in a splash of Jaylen Warren. So it's pretty simple. Run the ball well and pass the ball well. A great formula for an offense. No shit, right? But this is important for sustaining drives and keeping Josh Allen and that Bills offense off the field. So play defense with your offense. And for the Steelers defense, just hang in there, man. And I think they will because they have done that for the most part over these last couple weeks. It just hasn't been all the way there in critical moments. And one could argue, Deke, what the fuck are you talking about? How are the Steelers going to stop Josh Allen and this Stephon Diggs-led Bills offense if over these last 3 weeks against the Patriots, the Browns, and the Jets, we couldn't completely keep them at bay? I get it, but have you seen the Bills offense over these last couple games? They have struggled at times, particularly against the Ravens. And also consider the Bills running backs, they're overrated. Their number 2 target in Dawson Knox is out. Their O-line will give up some pressure, and they turn the ball over. We just got to hang tight and have that bend but don't break mentality and wait for Josh Allen to maybe toss us 1 or 2. Because he'll do that. For additional picks, I got Kenny Pickett on the over on his passing yard line, 199.5. You got to think he threw for 120 passing yards last week without any preparation heading into the week. And he's not afraid to take shots downfield. And he's going up against a Bills secondary that is depleted. So I like that. And I parlayed it with the Steelers spread plus 14 to give me almost plus 200 in the odds. I put 20 bucks on it. And that'll get me a profit of almost 40. And then for my can't miss same game parlay, which is where we throw a bunch of picks up there, put it all together into one big parlay and look at it and say, this can't miss. I got Kenny Pickett over the 199.5 passing yards again. Najee Harris over 40 rushing yards. Pat Freiermuth over 25 receiving yards. George Pickens over 40 receiving yards. Over 15.5 for the Steelers total points. And then the alternate spread for the Steelers, plus 17.5. If you put 10 bucks on it with the plus 622 odds, you can win $62.24. And then you can't forget about that 2-leg parlay that I've been doing where I adjust the lines. I'm 0-2 for it right now, but I think the reasoning is so sound, we got to keep going back to it. So total points, I adjusted up to 50, which gets you minus 200. And then the point spread with the Steelers, plus 19.5. minus 205. You combine those together, you basically get even odds, actually better than even odds at plus 105. So if you put 10 bucks, you get $10.50 back. I just think this logic is too sound. Even though I'm 0 for 2 on it so far, I'm going to keep going back to it. But that is it for this edition of Big Deke News. Actually, a game day preview. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of some of my picks. What are some of your picks or bold predictions for this game coming up? My final score prediction, I did say this on the podcast, Steelers win 24-20. Was it 24-20 or 24-21? I don't give a shit. Steelers win this game. Kenny Pickett gets the dub in his first start. Here we go, Steelers. Steeler Nation, let's ride. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay chillin'. Peace.